Yeah, I think someone left their poles out here yesterday.
I don't know who the fuck it was decided that they wanted to leave the parking lot at 6:35 in the middle of the fucking building.
That was the wrong way.
Good. Make sure you guys are paying attention to your skills. Make sure you guys are
You got it, go. Come on, let's go. Roll it. Hey, let's go that side. Yep. Okay. Right. Up. No! Watch your head. Watch your head.
I could deadlift you only if shit is rooted into a wheel. But other than
DD, stop!
Yeah.
Other way. GD. Go. Right here. Up 7. Up.
I'm Staff Sergeant Brandon Carter, 13 Bravo Field Artillery Crewman, Aztec Battery 1320th FAR. We did Table 5 certifications.
And for those of us who don't know what those are, what is a Table 5 certification?
Table 5 certifications include occupations and degraded and digital fire missions. We are on the M119A3 Howlitzer. Today's goal was to get the crews certified in order to move on to live fire exercises. I'm the chief of the section. I'm in charge of making sure the crew performs their jobs and roles in a safe manner and ensure that we shoot safe. The steps, the gunner sights in through his sight. I verify that the firing data is safe, verify that the other crew members bring me the correct round in charge, and that we fire safely. The training increases overall lethality and keeps the crews combat ready in case we actually go to combat. I think my team did perfect.
Why is that?
We have not messed up yet, and we made all time standards and shot all missions safely. I think the most important part of this process is training and getting everything perfect. That way we are ready for Table 5 certifications and that we can certify on time. The hardest part is just making sure we have all the equipment necessary to occupy the howitzer. The hardest part about occupying the howitzer is just making sure everybody's doing everything safely. The howitzer is very heavy, and one unsafe act can cause injury. There's 2 hand wheels. One's an elevation wheel and one's a traversing hand wheel. When they look through the sight and they get different deflections or quadrants, they have to turn those wheels to sight back in on the column meter in order to shoot safely.
I'm Captain Hugh Kennedy. I'm the commander of Alpha Battery 1320th Field Artillery Regiment, and I'm a 13 Alpha Field Artillery Officer.
First Sergeant David Bolin. I'm the First Sergeant for Alpha Battery 1320th Field Artillery Regiment. I'm a 13 Bravo background, but I'm a 13 Zulu.
So today we executed Table 5 certifications, which is our individual section certifications for all of our gun sections. as well as a couple days ago did our fire direction centers. So this is part of making sure that every individual section within the battery is able to execute their real world mission.
The overall goal today was to complete Table 5 certifications. As you see, we're still in the process now, but it's going very smoothly. The guys have had a lot of time to train, and I think that's the biggest part of the Table 5 preparation, right? Is the preparation, the training that goes into it. And so it's definitely showing.
I think this is the most critical piece, this training as far as getting us ready. This is the foundation of everything we do. You know, we fight artillery as platoons and as batteries. That's the way we're effective. And so if an individual gun section is not ready, that leads to lesser results on the battlefield for our maneuver partners. So building this foundation here is critically important going forward to making sure we can achieve our mission.
I think the most important part today, I don't think you can really kind of dissect it to just like one specific section. You know, the certification consists of like 27 tasks. So within those tasks, there's about 354 subtasks. They create go and no-go criteria. And so the section must demonstrate, you know, overall safe and timely fires and the occupation of the howitzer and stuff like that as well. So I don't think you can really break it up into like one of the most important. I think if you can say overall the most important is the preparation that leads up to Table 5. So having that uninterrupted time, having the right people, you know, grading and evaluating, train the trainer, so to speak, right? Making sure that it's just preparation, getting after it.
So, you know, 2nd Brigade Combat Team, of which we're aligned to, is the Army's first mobile brigade combat team, which is a brand new concept, which relies on speed to gain, you know, a day's march on the enemy to close with and destroy them, and artillery is a key piece of that. The M119A3 is the most mobile howitzer piece the Army has. You know, we can get anywhere via air assault, you know, just towing it around, getting on ground. And so this brigade is all about speed. And trying to get to the objective and kill the enemy as fast as possible. And so our foundation is key to that. And so even though necessarily our artillery systems haven't changed that much, our mission really hasn't. And so that's why Alpha Battery is critical to making sure that we can achieve our mission.
So through like the certification process, so it depends on like a manual occupation, deliberate occupation. Right, they have the crew has 6 minutes to get in order, and so what that establishes is getting the howitzer prepped for fire. Right, and the chief does his pre-fire checks. There's safety checks that go along with that, and getting your aiming reference set out. Right, so when I say I'm in order, that means I'm ready to shoot around right now. So ammunition prep, they have comms up, everything is good to go. So they have 6 minutes total to do that on a degraded occupation. On a digital, they have 5.
You know, artillery is a violent. You know, the most destructive thing on the battlefield, and so you need to have individuals who understand that and who understand that, like, in order for us to be able to survive and to keep fighting, you have to be extremely aggressive on getting the howitzer in place and providing rounds, because when we're called to actually service targets, it's because friendly forces are in contact or soon to be in contact, and so there's really not a huge margin of error you know, as far as getting in place and getting those rounds out. So you have to have very controlled, disciplined aggression, and you need soldiers who can be able to do that at every position in the battery. It's not just section chiefs or fire direction centers who actually do the math of where these rounds go. Have to be some of the most aggressive soldiers in the Army to make sure that not only are these guys getting the rounds out on time, but they're landing in the right spot. So, you know, so it depends on the mission set. You know, the Mobile Brigade Concept Team, especially in the 101st Airborne Division, you know, we can get in through a lot of different methods. You know, the 119 or Alpha 3 specifically, you know, is a very air assaultable piece. So one of the things that we do is gun raids, which is, you know, you put a howitzer underneath a helicopter, land it, shoot it. And we can, you know, we've been able to do that in this battery with under 8 minutes, you know, from touchdown to rounds out. And so that's one of several different ways we can get into the fight. If you're talking about, you know, just grounded emplacements like we normally do where we're trained out here, you know, the standard's what, 25 minutes from total, but we get it in way faster than that. And so it really just depends on the mission set. And that's what makes us so lethal, is how versatile we are and how many different things we can do for the brigade, if that makes sense.
I'm Specialist Rai. I'm in 1320 at Alpha Battery. First name is Benuka. Binuka.
Can you spell?
It's B-E-N-U-K-A.
And then your MOS.
I'm a 13 Bravo,
Which is a what?
which is Field Artillery. We just did Table 5 certified. So Table 5 certification is basically like you certify to shoot the gun. I'm the gunner of the section. So I basically aiming circle, and then we have to get on the aiming circle, verify that we are able to shoot. We lay the gun, go to the aiming circle, and then verify it's the right number, azimuth, and then we go to the safety circle to see the secondary verification that it's the right one. And then from there, we do board clear, everything that we have to do to lay the howitzer. And then whenever we are done laying, then we will get ready to shoot the gun. I'm a brand new gunner. It's pretty good. It's pretty cool.
Why'd you choose gunner?
I always see other people shooting. I was just a round runner at first, and then it's cool to sit in the gunner position and shoot. And then I wanted to be a gunner too, because I want to shoot the howitzer.